So, what did I say was true? So, basically, yes. If you basically know who I am, then there's clearly no point in me making that one sentence again. And if you don't, hi, my name is King. Might have stole that from somewhere, I know. So, my break has finally come to an end, and so, as of today, I am coming back to YouTube. I've also made an announcement that I am leaving TikTok for the time being until I decide to use it again. So, yeah. So, a lot of stuff has been happening, and a lot of stuff has been happening from what I have seen, and I actually do want to share it with you guys and give you guys some closure on what I've been doing. And before I say that, let's go over the stuff that has been happening since let's go over what has been happening, what I've been seeing, and what I want to say. And that's going to start with Brandon, my best friend. So for most of you guys who don't know who Brandon BF is, and actually, by the way, he changed his name for some odd reason. He's now called Neo Brandon BF. I'm pretty sure he's trying to act like Jay. I don't know. So as I was saying, me and Brandon has been talking privately ever since I started my 2 month break. And technically, he was like the only one that actually trusted me. He was like the only one who trusted me beforehand after I left Discord. And so I decided to vow to make him post my stuff just for the just for the fun of it, and he actually did agree to it. And for the record, before anybody said, I gave him my full consent. Before anybody said anything that just counts as stealing or taking somebody's credit, I literally get I as I said, I literally gave him full my very full conclosure on him posting my stuff, which was valid for me and for himself. And so I gave him that permission. And so if anybody else calls me out for that, just so that I will repeat that again, I gave him my full consent on posting my stuff. And so this clearly has been happening for like months. That's clearly has been going on for like months now. And also this does give me time to show my art that I've made for people, that I made for somebody. As for this one, as I made for Neo Keith and for my OC Jalen. And as for this one, which I never thought I would make, B-side Redux Nadia. And also B-side Redux Brandon. Also, as I was discussing his render for he clearly just wanted the same color as Nadia, his base Nadia. So yeah, I'm not really gonna complain about that. And also, here's another one of B-side Redux Nadia. And honestly, I'm honestly surprised at this one. People don't clearly know that I was. It's pretty funny that since I was the one who actually made these arts, it's pretty funny that I didn't know I had this kind of talent, to be honest, and I was able to show it. Also, I won't be mentioning anybody's just for today. I won't be I I I only won't be mentioning anybody except for Brandon since he's like the only one who s- still has benefits for me. So, as we move over to that, we go over to fan art. As we go to this one, which is by Fashion GF. And we also move over to this one, which is also by Fashion GF. Also, we also move over to this one. I actually made a YouTube banner just for him, which you probably did saw. This is actually my YouTube banner, literally right here. And I took the accountability for the rest of my break to make a new YouTube banner, which is going to be up after this video is done. And so as we move over to that, we go over to another fan art of Nadia, which is also by Fashion GF. And we move over to the last two, which is Cheerleader Nadia and Mermaid Nadia, which is two are also by Fashion GF. And so yeah, most of my art has clearly just been on his post just for the time being until I come back. Just so you know, guys. And for anybody who's gonna say that clearly just counts, that clearly just him just stealing his content or just stealing his look of art or or just stealing it. As I said before, I gave him my full consent before anybody calls him out, before anybody gets mad at him. Also, there has been some constant mentions just for the sake of entertainment. I know that. And also, we move over to no more fan art from my other friends, and we move over to this amazing. We move over to this insane and beautiful masterpiece made by the only made by the only Cloud Cinnamon Roll, aka Sophie. We move over to this specific fan art because this is one of the fan arts that actually surprised me. Just just for this event that's happening. And it's Brandon and Nadia spending time at the beach. To be honest, this art piece did kind of surprise me just for the sake of the color here. So yes, shout out to Cinnamon Roll for this amazing art piece, and also we also have another one that's also by her. And this is for the day that I spend I spend Brandon's birthday, and this is also another art piece just for him. And to be honest, this does have Nadia in it, which is also my OC, but technically this was just for Brandon, by the way. So I really can't complain about that. So yes, shout out to Cinnamon Roll for these two amazing art pieces. And also, we have another one by Kitty. I also know who this person is. I'm just sure that they just changed their username like constantly. Constantly. We have this other one made by Kitty, which is also snowy funky. And his line basically goes, of not just saying cute things to Kitty. Thank you to Kitty for that. And also, who can I actually forget about two other art pieces for me? And if you don't know who this person is, this is Super Soda Agent 9866. You can basically just call her Soda Girl or basically Soda for short. And so we have two art pieces that we actually are gonna see, or basically three because one of them involves my character as well. Like this one, which is a gift for Brandon and me, is Nadia as a cute cat. And just for the record, I'm actually surprised that Soda was able to get was able to see the correct color for Nadia, because as I was doing Nadia's demon sprite, I honestly just wanted to change the color shading just for the sake of it, because I did not like it at first, but since somebody else was able to get it right, I'm honestly just shocked that that Soda was able to get it right. So it was basically sweet of her, sweet of her to actually make this for me. Shout out to Soda again. And also, as for everybody else that actually made art for me, I'm not basically gonna say that Kitty and Cinnamon Roll actually didn't manage to get the the, the color shading right. I'm not basically upset at them just for that. We also have another one, which is right here, which is me. It's little me. And I like how I'm actually having powers here, which is basically cute. Again, shout out to Soda Girl for this. And also, we have another one, which is for Shalia. This is basically an art piece for Dark BFF&F. If you don't know who that is, I'll show you in a minute. Show you in like minutes. Honestly, I'm surprised that anybody that's able to make fan art for her. To be honest, just for the fact that she's just. To be honest, I'm gonna give you guys closure for Shalia. She's basically just for the sake of just for the sake of entertainment for viewers. And yeah, you guys are you guys are not gonna like this, but Shalia is just for the sake of entertainment. And guess what? You want to know something? I basically had Nadia for over like months since I for over like weeks or months since I started this channel, and that was for the sake when decided to make more OCs, and that's where Jalen came along. So yeah, this little guy, I mean girl here, you were never supposed to be made here. I don't get it. And also for the fact that somebody clearly, and I'm honestly just not realizing that honestly, in my comments when I first made Shalia, somebody clearly said that I know that people are literally gonna go crazy for this character, and it's honestly just the way that I made her, eh, which was actually which was actually like really like unhinged outfit. Let's clarify: unhinged outfit, sus outfit, kind of showing too much skin outfit, and just for the fact that she's not really wearing pants outfit. So yeah. But again, shout out to Soda Girl for making this art. I actually love her art style. To be honest, there's a reason why I became best friends with her. And so, we finally move over to this guy, Dark BFF&F. So now, so now, this to be honest, this particular guy has constantly made like more Shalia arts than I can imagine, and we can move over to this now. Uh, remember this? The very first, I'm pretty sure this was like the very first Shalia art that he actually made for me. I'm pretty sure. Then I'm pretty sure. And also, here's this one. Oh, by the way, that hand is in the other way. This particular one was for the time that I had my old computer when I made these two renders of Shalia, and I'm actually like very pissed off at myself just now saying that. And also, I made this gift. Also, I did make this gift for him. To be honest, I would go back and make that, but I am not. But I am. I'm not going back. I'm not going back there again. And also, we move over to this art piece, which actually did shock me at first. And to be honest, this was clearly like a work in progress, by the way. This was clearly like a work in progress, by the way, and it literally did shock me at first. At first, I don't know how anybody was able to get the shoes just like that, to be honest. So, and to be honest, how he even did the glowing hair and IBS paint is actually like really like talented. Also, we move over to this one, and I'm actually so shocked in this one because he clear in text that says, "Sorry if it's inappropriate." To be honest, and to be honest with you guys, this channel I did update my bio at first. I clearly did update my bio at first. I'm not gonna show. I'm not gonna clearly just show that since I know there's literally teenagers watching, teenagers and kids watching. And I did update my bio like clearly like weeks ago after I was still on break. And so and yeah, that and basically that is inappropriate, but in my conclusion, it basically is inappropriate. But I clearly do allow it on my channel. But I'm pretty sure for that stuff, I'm probably not gonna repost it since since it's probably gonna be bad. Since it's probably gonna be bad for the audience. I know I've seen people do that, and it got like a really bad conclusion on them. And so yeah, if you do like make inappropriate art for me, just know that you literally have to show it just for the sake just for the sake that if you're gonna post it, just for the fact that just for the sake of you're gonna post it on YouTube or not. And or else if you show this to anybody, this is gonna be on you. If you show like inappropriate art of just to somebody else who is not over the age of 18, you're literally gonna get called out for it. You're literally gonna get called out for it. Not by me, by somebody else. Because I know there's like a bunch of teenagers in this FNF community that don't take art seriously. Just so that I seen from experience. But yes, as I look back on this one art piece, it's clearly a masterpiece, I'm gonna be honest. Also, I did have more mentions beforehand, but they're gone now, so yeah, that's a bummer. Also, if you don't know who this guy is, this is Pokemon Boy 16. He clearly asked me that I could be a part of his 300 subscriber special for his new banner. And also, I can do see me. I am clearly just right next to Cinnamon Roll. I'm just spinning my gun. Also right next to Dark Player. Also right next to Dark Player as well. And oh no, oh god. Well, I'm pretty sure we have like another art piece, I think. Hey guys, you don't want to get flashbang, right?
Hey, you want to see something cool?
That just popped up now. I'm not joking. I can't take this man seriously. Also, just for a little sneak peek for you guys, I actually do have another art piece for you guys just real soon. And so that we move over to the amazing side of things, we now move over to the drama side of things, and that is gonna start with the one and only Ethan. So I clearly don't have anything of all of Ethan right now. Well, but as I went back to Discord, there was already a bunch of stuff going on. going on in Discord involving him, and somebody was pointing out that he was being a pedophile, which was kind of being unexpected from my perspective. But as I don't clearly like involve with him anymore, I really don't really care what he does at this point. But many other people are still getting involved with this book. Also, a swear warning by the way, if you guys are under 18 years old, if you don't want to hear me swearing. So fair warning if I might cuss. Fair warning if I might cuss a lot. And so yeah, as I said, many people are still getting involved with his bullcrap. By the way, as for Iris, clearly Iris has still been on Ethan's back too, and also Iris's brother too. Technically, I'm pretty sure he got involved with Ethan too, which was not really surprising with me, even though that I clearly don't really get involved. Clearly don't get involved with Ethan anymore, even though that Iris and GT Racer still does. And since I don't really have any screenshots and since I don't really have any screenshots to show, I just know that you can probably just look at GT Racer's channel and you can probably find the evidence there, because I saw like a little glimpse of it. I saw like a little glimpse of it on GT Racer's channel, and I didn't even bother to look at it, even though that it was gonna be really stupid and also really bad for his perspective. And also, Iris does has the evidence too on her channel, so you can find it there. Oh, and also Brandon. Actually, I did realize Brandon also has the evidence there. Okay, so I found the screenshots. Before I literally show this, let's just look at the text. Guys, take a look at what guys, take a look at what good for nothing Ethan Harley has been doing. He seriously has gone too far. We must terminate him and his ults. Shout out to FNF ADC via YouTube. Can't mention for sending me the screenshots and DMs. Discord, by the way. I apologize for reposting. And so technically, this was technically on ADC VF's channel, because I'm pretty sure he found the screenshots right before posting it. And so as we take a look at the screenshots, I think you basically know how this is. You basically know how this is. Yeah, you basically know. You basically know how this basically goes. So yeah. And so I know there's more evidence, by the way. I clearly know there's more evidence because I'm pretty sure you can just find it on GT Racer's channel. And so that this was half of the evidence, because this was half of it. This was half of the evidence that I seen already, because I know that many people are literally calling him out for being a pedophile now. just and just to point that out. And also, just to get this off my back, we also have like another person that I am really unaware of. This person here. And also, let's be honest with this person. Jackson clearly has beef with this person, and it's for the funniest reason. So, I don't really know if you guys do remember Minus Seaside, but Minus Seaside used to be on YouTube. Many people were calling her out for being underage and being a pedophile. And so she quit YouTube, yeah, thankfully, and people are happy about it, but people clearly people are clearly not happy with this person, because people are clearly clarifying that this person is actually Minus Seaside. And personally, I'm pretty sure I know this too, even though that this person is clearly hiding behind this whole act of being 18. Or wait, what? okay, I couldn't find the correct age. I'm pretty sure. I know I'm saying this wrong, but it's either 18 or um, I don't remember. God dang it. But but as for a side note, many people are confirming that this is actually minus Seaside just hiding behind an act. And also, we can clearly clarify that many people are literally getting more mention and mention. As for me, to be honest, I get more mention every day just by this person, to be honest. And also, I know for a fact that Cozy is honestly not getting a break from this. I just know it. I I see you, Cozy. You're right there. We move over to this mention, by the way, and I'm literally seeing Cozy again. I'm seeing Dark Player. I'm seeing Jay. I'm seeing YDC, Gaia's, Adele, Cool Minion, and Ozzy too. And by the way, Ozzy is clearly unaware of this person too. So I don't know. So I don't have any evidence of this person too. But it, if you don't know who Jackson is, let me. Which is also her YouTube channel is Jackson21SJTT. And so yeah, that's basically Jackson. And it's funny that Jackson clearly got the most amount of beef with this person, to be honest. Even though I don't clearly know them that well apart from Jackson. But me and Jackson literally stand out to be friends, and I clearly help her out. So yeah. So I think that it is it for the drama side. Now I will show you guys what else I've been doing. What now I'm gonna talk about. Now I am basically gonna be talking about what has happening over the past few weeks. So I clearly don't have any video evidence for this, but I will basically just be talking about it. So what I've actually been doing in these past few weeks has literally given me some fresh air to think about myself. So after like the start of my break, I went over to my dad's house, which was pretty refreshing. We literally had a good time. And then after I left his house again, I went over to his house again, just for the sake, just for the sake of my graduation. I got my outfit, my cap, and also I will also be graduating really soon. I've also been saying this. I'm actually am out of school and I am graduating probably in a couple of months, I think. And so after that I left his house again, and so I went back to his house again, and it was actually like really refreshing just for that, because I am more capable of getting out of my house just for fresh air and just just for the scenery, just for the scenery here, and so. And just so I've been getting out of the house more and more focusing on my mental health and my mental state as well, which technically my mental state is clearly fine for now. And so to be honest, the constant lack of sleep is still getting to me, even though I still have insomnia, which you guys already know about, since I don't need to explain it. And for the people who don't know what insomnia is, it's basically a condition that it's clearly it doesn't clearly in short, you don't sleep and you're constantly up all night just seeing stuff. That's hallucinations, by the way. And so, yes, basically, I have that condition, and to be honest, I don't really bother with it, even though that I am used to staying up all night. And so, I have somebody to keep that in check, just so you know. and So I think, what else was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There was like a big fire. There was like a big fire that was clearly where I am standing, just in front of me, and that's also around this thing here. If you're hyper aware, I clearly don't know what this thing is, but in short, my grandma came over like weeks ago, and she was already getting planned to leave, but as she was driving her car just backwards, she hit that thing, and it actually started to catch on fire, which was kind of unexpected because I did not know that it can. And so I'm pretty sure that that thing was connected to something clearly over there, because there's power lines over there, by the way, just where I'm pointing. To be honest, that those power lines literally catch on fire. Literally, this whole thing was actually near my house, by the way, and so yeah, I clearly had like a big fire that was on fire, by the way. That was on fire, by the way, and after that, it stopped, and then and those power lines over there was on fire. So I clearly have like the thing. I clearly have like the video on TikTok if you guys want to see it. So, not gonna go too much into detail in that, and also everything is fine, and also everything is fine. Clearly, people were able to handle it, and also I also have power back in my house, so I don't really have to worry about it for now. So, I think that covers it. I think that covers what I've been doing. I think. Bad memory, you know? I get that a lot. So, I think this is finally the point where I come clean. So, everybody, I would like to say thank you for everything. Apart from my friends, I would like to say thank you for helping me in everything, just for the sake of me continuing what I do, and also to the best friends that I actually have, who helped me through my mental state. And also, I will also like to vow that if anything that I can do to make up for that loss of a mistake, comment in this video. So you can clearly just say whatever you want. I can take it. I can take the hate. I can take any insults on this channel that anybody can say to me, just so that I feel more insightful than I already am. But as of now, I would like to say thank you again for everything. And by the way, and by the way, I don't know if I should delete that post, to be honest, because the post from Shadow got deleted for some reason. I don't know why, but to be honest, most people already know what I did, so I'm pretty sure that somebody is gonna repost that, and I'm pretty sure somebody is just gonna repost that, and and it's probably just gonna stay. So, if anything, if anything, I would, I would like to say thank you, and as of again, I am sorry for this mishap of 2 months of not posting anything for people who are curious of why I was gone for so long. So I hope I can make up for these 2 months of not doing anything, and I hope hope really hope that I can continue this channel and make people happy. So again, thank you, and I will see y'all soon.